What's up, everybody? Hey, you already know what it is. It's Fat Boy Chronicles. It's me. We're finna cook something. All right. In expectation of the International Fat People's Holiday, also known as Thanksgiving, I got to clear out some space in my refrigerator. All right. So I had some pork chops that's already been in there. All right. So I got them the other day. Went to the apple orchard the other week. Got some apples. And one thing I know, just like peanut butter goes with jelly, just like salmon croquettes goes with biscuits, pork and apples go together. What we're gonna make? We're gonna make seared pork chops with a bacon apple combo. Pretty easy, right? All right. I'm just going with the stuff I got in my crib, so hopefully it turned out the way it's supposed to. This is what we need, right? The start of the show: some pork chops. We got some fresh garlic, some rosemary, some thyme, some onions. Y'all already know. You've been watching the videos. You know what that is. All right, we got some apples. So you see two different colors because I have two different types of apples. I got some Granny Smith cut up, and I also have some Honey Crisp. All right, so you got a little sweet, a little tart, fresh parsley, of course, that goes in everything, and then some Dijon mustard. All right, so in a hot skillet, we're gonna add our pork chops. All right, now make sure you don't crowd the pan. So you see I can only get two in here. That's all I'm gonna put in here, and you can just do it in shifts. All right, so all that is on there is regular house season, but I added a little something special. I added a little pumpkin pie spice. All right, trust me, it's gonna be good. All right, we let these pork chops sear for about 2 minutes each side. So pork chops are out, they're resting. All right, so we got all this fond in here. We're not gonna take any of this out, right? Are we gonna add to it? Let's add our bacon. All right. All right, so while the bacon's over there doing this thing, let me tell you the inspiration behind this, right? It's two reasons. One, it's still my season. It's still Fat Boy Fall. I still love all those flavors, right? So hey, I make a slow cooked version of this that you cook down the pork shank and all the apples and all that stuff and make a gravy with it. I ain't had that kind of time. So I was like, man, I got some pork chops. I can do the same thing with these, right? So this is a quick version. I've never made it before. I'm coming off the top like I always do. That's number one. Number two, funny part, right? Okay, so I had cooked the other day and I had my leather jacket. It was in the kitchen, and you know, leather absorbs all the smells. Man, I was cooking. I came to work. One of the kids was like, "Hey, you smell like Thanksgiving," and I had to laugh at it, right? So I was like, "Oh yeah, it's my jacket." So that's kind of inspiration behind the food. Here we go. Let's get back to it. All right. So as you all can see, the bacon has given up a lot of its fat. All right. So now we're gonna take this bacon out, and then we're gonna saute our onions in this oil. We go our oil. We add our onions. All right, so when the onions get about this color, all right, we're gonna add our apples. So we don't want to cook the onions to that absolutely caramelized, but we do want to get a little color to them, right? All right, so now we're gonna add our apples. I also added garlic and some spice. All right, at this phase right here, so you see those apples that begin to cook down and release some of that sweetness. All right, we're gonna add 1 cup of a good cold press, like quality apple cider. All right, and then we're also gonna add, this is double apple, right? We're gonna apple flavors. We're gonna add a double shot of a good apple brandy, and then we're gonna do a splash of some apple cider vinegar. All right, to this I also added 2 tablespoons of a good Dijon mustard. Right, so this is where you adjust your seasonings, make sure it's right. I'm gonna add my fresh thyme and my fresh rosemary. All right, now we're gonna reintroduce our pork chops to our apple gravy. Just kind of let them nestle down in there and get some of that juice. All right, so while that's over there doing this thing, we're gonna let those flavors marinate. Let me tell y'all now, all right, you already know what the shirt says. Y'all know in the black household, the macaroni and cheese is of the utmost importance. And nobody wants to talk about your auntie who made that nasty macaroni. Everybody smiled on her face, but talked about her behind her back, right? Don't let that happen this year. You can book me. I will make your mac and cheese traditional. Or if you want to, hey, do something different, I do a lobster mac that I'm sure you will love. It's lobster, it's crab, it's all those good things. I also make a seafood dressing. I'm only doing a few orders, so if you're interested, make sure you hit my inbox, let me know so I can put you on my list. Because once I'm closed. But happy early Thanksgiving, y'all. I love y'all. All right, so what we're gonna make with these, right? So we're gonna do, we're doing a sweet savory kind of, vibe, right, with the apples and the pork. So we're gonna do a sweet savory with our sides. So we're gonna make chipotle mashed sweet potatoes. All right, real simple, okay? We got some sweet potatoes here that we just roasted, put in the oven, and then we're just gonna mash them up. We're gonna take some butter, add it in there. All right. On top of that butter, we're gonna add a little bit of maple syrup. That's real maple syrup, y'all. And then here's the kicker, right? The unexpected part. We're gonna add some chipotles and mash it all up. Causes head on collisions. All right, y'all already know where we are. We at the conclusion of the matter. All right, so we got our apple braised pork chop. So it's a play on savory and sweet. So you know, apples and pork go together. Then we also did some chipotle mashed sweet potatoes, chipotle maple mashed sweet potatoes. So you know, hey, savory and sweet. That's the order of the day. All right, so let's try it. Get a little cut in here. These pork chops cooked up nice and tender too. All right, so cook them in the apple. Hey, and play how you want to do it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a little pork on here and a little sweet potato on the same fork. You see? Hey, this is amazing. Man. Man, that's good. That's really, really, really good. Really simple, really easy. Hey, if you like this video, let me know. Hey, and then you already know. Hey, don't get kicked out your family on Thanksgiving. If you need somebody to make your macaroni, look for help. Get help. All right, I will help you. All right, love y'all for real. See y'all next time.